Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Monday, January 6, 2014, not 13. This is Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, and I'm your Monday vlogger B. Now, this week's topic is actually kind of cool because it's 2014, and I know a lot of you guys do your resolutions and things like that. So, we're talking about fitness this week, and my question is actually, it's lengthy, but it's actually pretty simple. It says, what your favorite fitness activity? It says, what is your favorite way to get it in? Are you a runner? Do you power lift? Do you like to walk? How far? Do you cycle? What are one or two of your favorite things? How long have you enjoyed the activity? Anything else that you want to add about it? So, we're talking about our favorite fitness activities. Man, I like to do a lot of things. And most of them are games, and I call them games, but like I love to play flag football, I love to play paintball, but those really aren't things that I do for fitness. Probably 2 maybe 3 years ago I would have said run. I was a big runner, and if you look at some of my older videos on my personal channel, I was really into running, and I think a lot of it was just the fact that I could do it. It was something that I hadn't done before. But eventually it got, I'm not gonna lie, it got boring to me. I said, oh, I gotta go run. Oh, I gotta go run. Oh, I gotta go run. And it got repetitious, repetitive. That's the one I want. Yeah, repetitive. Sorry, it's kind of late. It got a little repetitive for me. Not that I don't run, and it's important to get that kind of cardio in, and it's something you just don't get any other way. But one thing I did discover, I was turned on to this by a friend of mine about a year and a half ago, is cross training. Now, we talk about cross training, and cross training can really incorporate a lot of different things and go into 1,000 different directions, and everyone has their own philosophies on how you should cross train. And I guess technically cross training is anything that you do other than what you normally do. So if you're a runner, and you run 3 days a week, cross training for you would be what you do on the days you're not running. Whether it's weights, or if you go play lacrosse, or hike, or whatever it might be. But when I talk about cross training, there's a philosophy of fitness, and I think the one thing that I could probably compare this to, that a lot of you guys would get, is P90X. Now, I'm not talking about P90X when I say cross training, but cross training is a really good, or P90X is a really good example. What P90X is a variety of physical fitness activities that they utilize different movements and different things. It's a videotape workout, but the whole premise of the P90X program is to trick your body. That's the terminology that they used to use. I don't know what their marketing scheme is now, but is to eliminate the whole muscle memory thing, to mix it up, to do different things in different intervals and different times of the day. So you're not doing the same thing every day or every other day of the week. Say like 7 or 10 or 12 DVDs that you go through, and so your body's always doing something different. That's probably a pretty early and pretty raw form of the whole cross training philosophy. What cross training is, the way that that I look at it, the way that I participate, is a series of movements, and I'll explain what movements are in a minute, that you do in sets, just like you were lifting weights at the gym or something. And each of these movements focuses on different core abilities. And some of them may be kind of upper body heavy, some of them may be kind of lower body heavy. And this will all make sense in a minute. Some of them may be kind of cardiovascular oriented, but they're all somewhat different. And you do them in rapid succession, so that you are not only developing strength when you do these things, but you're increasing your heart rate, and you're getting a cardiovascular workout in as well. If you've ever heard of like CrossFit as a really specialized form of cross training, uses some weights and some more equipment, and it's almost like going to the gym. One thing about cross training that is pretty universal, it's usually in what we would call a boot camp setting. What that means is that you have someone who's leading the group, and then several people that do the same thing at the same time. So, for example, I just went to boot camp tonight, and we got there and we spent 10 minutes warming up. We get in a big circle and we do our little warm up exercises and stretching and things like that. And we stretch as a group, and then we get our workout, which is on a marker board. And our workout tonight was I'm not gonna remember it all, but I'll give you some examples. So we did 3 sets of 12 modified push-ups, which is this push-up thing that we do where uh, you start off with a regular push-up and then you switch your hands like this and switch your hands like this, and so you focus on different parts of your chest and shoulders. We did 3 sets of 12 push-up burpees, which is something else. We did dips. What else did we do? Dips, air squats, burpees, but all these different exercises, and you do them in sets. You do a set of 12, and then usually there's like a 50 or 75-yard run in between. So you do your set, you go run. You do your set, you go run. You do your set, and you go run. And then you move on to the next exercise, and you just go one right after the other, right after the other, right after the other. It takes about 45 minutes to get through a set. And it's not all body weight stuff. It's not all body resistance stuff. We use bands. Sometimes we use free weights, dumbbells. There could be some ab workouts. Like when we do like a 45-second plank, and that may be 1 rep or 1 set. But in the workout always changes. And the cool part about cross training is that it's modular. So if you want to do a real lower body heavy workout one day, then we're going to do a lot of lower body exercises with a couple of upper body exercises in the middle. If you want to have a real cardiovascular heavy workout one day, you'll do a bunch of things that are a little more cardiovascular oriented. And all the movements, and when I say movement, let's say I forgot to mention that. When I say movement, I mean like a push up. You'd call it an exercise. They call them movements, because they're all body movements. It's just kind of how it works out. Whether it's like with a kettlebell, so you can see the people swinging a kettlebell, or maybe it's jump roping or pull ups with the band, or if you don't need a band, without the band. All sorts of different things that we do. But it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it a lot. I like the group setting. Oh, that's what I was saying. I got distracted. I'm sorry. I'm kind of scatterbrained today. I have to apologize for that. But all the movements are designed so that at any fitness level you can participate. And it doesn't matter if you're doing push-ups but you're doing them on your knees, or if you're super advanced and you're doing them with your feet up in the air, or if you're doing one-handed push-ups, or if you're doing clap push-ups. The movements can scale based on your fitness level. And if you can't do 10 girl push-ups, then you do 8 or 5 or 6 or whatever it is that you can do. And the fact is that you have a goal of 12, whatever the set is for the day, and you push yourself to that goal. And if you don't make it, then next week you try it again. Next time you try it again. So there's always room for improvement, and there's always a way to scale these exercises down. And that's really important in a group setting too, because not all people are created equal. That rhymed. Anyway, not everyone is created equal. And in the group that I work out with, we've got people who could barely walk around the house. This one lady brings her kids, and I've got two pretty stout Army former military guys that do personal defense training in our class too. And it's me and a couple other people, and it really is neat, because you kind of develop this bit of chemistry with your group, and you're there every week and you push each other, but at the same time you're not competing against each other. It's a unique experience. Cross training is. So that's probably my favorite thing. I really enjoy it. I know that CrossFit, which is becoming more increasingly popular, is probably the thing that you hear of more than anything else. I think it's kind of expensive, it really is. It's a much more personalized training, but a decent CrossFit box gym, they call them boxes, because you're usually like in a warehouse somewhere or somebody's shop or something like that. Can cost like 150 to 200 bucks a month, and it's pricey. But I happen to be in a really fortunate situation where I have a friend who does these classes twice a week, and it's a charity thing. So we bring some canned goods, and he goes down the street and gives them to these homeless guys that live under this bridge. I mean, quite literally. And we have a workout twice a week. And that's kind of our payment. We give them some stuff for them, jackets when it's cold, whatever. But the cool part about this cross training thing is that when you're not in class, you know how to do the movements, you know how to do the motions. You can put your own workouts together. And like I said, it's modular. So, if you have some things that are giving you difficulty, you just build your own little workout, make your own little marker board, and do it in the kitchen, in the living room, whenever the kids are in school or whatever. Throw your little workout together. And that's the neat thing about it is you really don't need a whole lot of special equipment. You don't need a whole lot of anything, just a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of motivation. So yeah, so that's it. That's what I got, guys. Make sure you thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, tell your friends. Come back and see us tomorrow for another Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works video. Come back and see me on Monday for another Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works vlog. Have a wonderful week, guys, and take care. Bye.